in order to survive. The man, astonishingly, threw his backpack off the cliff and then jumped down himself. The woman was terrified and held onto the rocks tightly with her hands. She shouted Jim's name loudly, but got no response. She was extremely desperate. Suddenly, Jim's voice came from below, urging Laura to jump down quickly. Knowing that Jim was safe and sound, Laura finally gained a little courage. She kept adjusting her breathing and then jumped down bravely. The lush branches provided a buffer for Laura, and she reached the ground safely and soundly. Seeing that neither of them was injured, the two were very happy. But Jim discovered that the phone was broken, which meant they couldn't contact the outside world. The two survived the plane crash, but there was no food in the wild mountains. And in addition, Jim had broken ribs. They didn't know how long they could hold on. They can only keep moving forward. But the road ahead is full of dangers. When they were struggling to walk on the snow-capped mountain, suddenly the snow rolled down the slope. Jim shouted for Laura to run quickly, but she was panic-stricken and froze in place, not moving at all. Jim rushed over to rescue her immediately, but Laura was still covered by the snow. Jim hurriedly searched in the snow and fortunately the snow wasn't very thick. He found Laura soon. Jim was worried that the avalanche would happen again, so he dragged Laura into the cave. I don't know how long it was before Laura woke up due to the bad weather. The two decided to wait for the weather to improve, but this seemingly safe plan wasn't safe. 2 days later, Jim felt extremely painful. Only then did he discover that his injury was very serious. They had to set out immediately to look for rescue, so the two set off again in the severe cold. But they walked for a long time and could only see the boundless wilderness. Didn't see a single person at all. Finally, Jim couldn't hold on anymore. Laura decided to let Jim stay here and wait for her to find rescue, but the seemingly peaceful forest ahead was full of dangers.